Today, I'm going to start off. Yeah, I got something delicious. Yes, Miss Kathy, I do. Yes, Miss Phyllis. Thank y'all so much. I'm about to crack this egg open right here. I got me some brown eggs from my local market, my local store. And I'm just going to crack that last one in here so y'all can, that was a hot mess. But normally I crack them with one hand, but I guess not today. So these are 3 eggs. So I got 3 brown eggs. And I'm about to make what I like to call Queen Neff's Porta steak omelet.
Okay.
So basically, I don't eat steak, but I do eat portobello mushrooms. I eat all types of mushrooms. And so we're going to fry these mushrooms up here in the skillet. I slice them nice and thin too, y'all. I like to slice
Wow,
them
they
thin.
are thin.
Yeah. I slice them nice and thin. And if you slice them like this, sometimes you can just, season them with your favorite steak seasoning. Put them in the oven at about 300, 325, and just let them bake and get a little crispy. They almost taste like, bacon or steak. So I'm gonna go ahead and fry those up. I have my skillet here. I love my skillet, my little electric skillet. I do have a stove, but I like my electric skillet because I'm able to set my temperature. So when I'm cooking with my oil, so I'm cooking with my Culinary Power 500 tonight. So as I'm cooking with that, if I decide to cook with it in the food, I'm not gonna go over my temperature. So this is a way of me keeping track of my temperature so I don't burn my CBD oil. So I'm gonna just turn it up to about 325. Okay. Let me find my little, oh, here we go. Got my little whisk here. And I'm just gonna whisk my eggs, allowing my skillet to get warm here. And what happens is with my little electric skillet, it gives me a ready button, it turns green. So I'm able to know that I'm at that exact temperature. All right, y'all. So that's good enough. So this is my 3 eggs. Like I said, I get the brown eggs. Those are, I don't know, they seem a little creamier to me. If I do eat eggs, sometimes I eat vegan eggs, just egg. It's just according to how I'm feeling. But I have 3 people here in the house that wanted eggs. So I'm making this omelet for them tonight. So I'm going to take a little bit of this avocado oil. I like avocado oil as my base oil here, just to grill my mushrooms up. Yep, so we're going to get that temperature to about 350. There we go. So I'm going to take my mushrooms, and you can season your food however you choose to. Sometimes I season in the skillet, sometimes I season outside of it. If I had any more garlic fire, this would be the seasoning that I use. I have my garlic fire here. I have my chili lime, and I have my Flavor King. But I'm a product of the product. I do love my garlic fire, especially in my omelets to give it a little spiciness. It just adds such a wonderful flavor, and you don't need that much. And I believe it's like a quarter of a teaspoon will give you 2 milligrams of CBD per serving. So there's 200 milligrams of CBD per bottle of your seasoning. So I'm getting warm now. Normally I don't use metal on my skillets, but it's all good. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my mushroom, my portobellos, into the skillet. I'm gonna cover my whole skillet with these little thin slices. And I also cook them thinner because they cook faster. So I don't have to sit here waiting all day to eat. Not that it takes long, but sometimes, you're on the go, you got to get out. And you want to eat something from your home. You don't want to pull up in a drive-through. And it's a wonderful way for you to get your CBD in a whole other way in the morning. So I'm going to season with a little pepper, some fresh ground pepper. I have this vegan chickenless seasoning that has like garlic and a little sea salt, and it has turmeric. So I'm getting the benefits of that. I've had it the brown pepper. And then I like a little extra garlic, so I use black garlic. Otherwise, if I had my garlic fire, that would be all I needed. I'm just gonna add a little bit of that to my portabellas. And it's black garlic, it's really good. I'm gonna let those go for a minute. I've already sliced up some spinach, really thin slices of spinach too. Very thin slices of spinach. And because the mushrooms are so thin, it doesn't take long for them to start to cook down. Add a little more oil. Just a little bit. How y'all doing tonight? Y'all sound good. Miss Phyllis, Kathy, y'all sound very good.
Awesome. You're looking good. And that food is looking good.
Yes, it is looking nice and fresh, and oh man.
I'm a fence. And I was going to have portobello mushrooms, but I didn't. So now I got a recipe for tomorrow night.
Yes, I love the big portobello caps because you're able to slice them up the way you want to. I forgot my onion. I'm going to add a little bit of purple onion.
My favorite type.
I'm going to chop that up. You can make your onions, your slices of onion and spinach as big or small as you like. If you wanted a little meatier omelet, you know, to give you more of a texture of meat, make your slices bigger or even cube it. So once that's all in there, everything is pretty much ready for the egg. So I'm just gonna pour the egg on top. And I like to do like a frittata. I don't really mess with the egg once I put it in the skillet. I usually kind of let it do what it's gonna do. But for tonight's purposes, we got the fire up. We're gonna go ahead and get it done. So we had some eggs, portobellos, purple onion, little spinach, sliced up. And what I'm gonna do is, for dosing purposes, I'm going to add the drops after I get finished. Normally I add my seasoning in and I'll just go for it. But tonight I'm going to add my drops when it's done. So I would take a lid, I would put it on top of here for the frittata effect, and then everything just kind of gets done together and builds up, gives you a nice fluffy egg. But this time I'm going to probably go ahead and give it a little mix, let it get a little closer to being done. Let me get my utensil here. A little stir on it. There we go. And so with the culinary power, this is a 500 milligram bottle. So there's 500 milligrams of CBD in this bottle. And each drop is 1.67 milligrams of CBD per drop. Oh my goodness, y'all. Ooh, it smells so good. I could add a little more garlic. I like the garlic. Okay. I love the black garlic because it just gives it such a different look to it.
There's never enough garlic in anything.
Oh gosh. You're right. Yes, yes, yes. Now I'm gonna start folding my little omelet in. This ain't the prettiest thing in the world, y'all, but it's going to be good. I like to add salsa. There we go. So here we go. You see the sliced portobellos are nice and thin. They're just laying into the egg like that. The spinach, still fresh and didn't overcook anything because you still want that fresh, you know, crunch to your vegetables, especially to the onions. And then I'm just gonna get that going, y'all. Go ahead and let that cook. And I do make sure that my egg is done, of course. And turn off my fire. I'm gonna take my culinary power. And I'm gonna add 3 drops. No, I think I'm gonna add 6. I'm going to bed. So I'm gonna add 6 drops right on. Yeah, look at that. Honey, look at the way those.
Delicious. I'm gonna do
That
that.
looks lovely, man. That looks really good.
Done yet. Let me add one more thing, because you know you can't have an omelet
Without
without avocado.
yes.
You better put that avocado.
Delicious.
Yes. You better do that.
That fire roasted tomato salsa. Oh, honey.
And you're in heaven.
You are.
Yes. Thank you for that. Delicious. Oh my gosh. That looks good for dinner, lunch, breakfast, everything.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Thank you,
And we're gonna
Queen.
put